looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
But your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you. You're coming with us as a Christmas present.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that's streaming on Disney Plus right now. Now, normally I wouldn't necessarily, I don't bother with a lot of like the Marvel shorts on the Disney Plus channel or even the Marvel TV shows. Generally speaking, I don't have the time and I don't have a lot of enthusiasm for them. But I'm a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think James Gunn is absolutely brilliant and he returns to write and direct this holiday special. And all the usual crew are here. All the ones you would expect to be here are here. You've got, obviously, you've got your Karen Gillan, your Michael Rookers, your Batistas, your Chris Pratts, Bradley Coopers. Everybody's here who you would expect. And this holiday special revolves around, I think it's about 40 minutes long, something like that anyway. And it revolves around everybody trying to get their head around the concept of Christmas. And cheering Peter up, who is still mourning the loss of Gamora and all this kind of stuff. So he's a little bit down and depressed, a bit fed up, and it's around Christmas time. They realise this by looking at the calendars for Earth and things like that. And they reminisce about a story of Yondu kind of being horrible to Peter when he was young, when he was trying to celebrate Christmas. So they decide to try and bring the spirit of Christmas back to Peter. Now, for the most part, the ones in charge of this are Mantis and Drax, who come up with the genius plan of going to Earth and kidnapping who they think would be a great Christmas present for Peter. And that is the actor Kevin Bacon playing himself here. So that's it, really. That's the gist of this holiday special. They're trying to recreate Christmas. Drax and Mantis head to Earth to try and, get Kevin Bacon as a Christmas present for Peter. So yeah, I mean, it's a really fun concept, really. I think the whole idea of this is sound. It is really bringing back some of our favourite characters from our favourite Marvel movie. The Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, is one of the few Marvel films left that you could argue is still in the right hands with James Gunn, who won't compromise his vision, I'm sure. He knows exactly what the Guardians are. And for those of you who don't know as well, James Gunn will very soon, he's already taken up his position, is like the head of DC now. Marvel's loss, I would say, but DC's gain. He really does understand these franchises, and I think it's a real loss here, because I think James Gunn completely and utterly gets these characters. And I've always said the Guardians films, when the first Guardians of the Galaxy film came out, I was so not interested. I didn't know who these characters were, but because my son was younger, I took him to the cinema to watch it, and I just thought it was fantastic. Really, really good. I enjoyed the second one. I'm very much looking to the third one, and every time the Guardians have turned up in any of the Marvel films, they've been a highlight for me. So they are right up there with my favourite characters and films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I was really keen to check this out. And was I disappointed? No. It's exactly what I expected. I didn't expect this to be anything more than a little bite-sized, enjoyable chunk of the Guardians. We get to see a little bit more of Cosmo, which I thought was really cool. I didn't know an awful lot about the Guardians, obviously, and Cosmo and things like that until watching the movies and things like that. And there's a great Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out, I think it was last year, that was fantastic, that explored these characters even more. So I've got a real affection for these cast of characters, and this film leans into that really heavily. It's fun, it's funny, it's absolutely packed full of the Christmas spirit. And by the end of it, you will have a nice big smile on your face, and it'll set you up just nicely for a little bit of Christmas shopping. Getting ready to put your trees up, all this kind of stuff. It's really sweet. It's really nice. It is funny in all the right places, but it's also got an emotional punch to it as well, because we get these lovely animated sections of Peter when he was a boy with Yondu. And obviously we know that relationship between Yondu and Peter now, the fact that he saw him as a son almost. And it explores that relationship a little bit more, but it kind of does it in like a cartoon, like an animated thing, which I thought was really sweet, really nice. It expanded on that relationship a little bit more. And we learned a little bit more about these characters. So I have to say I thought it was fun. I thought the Kevin Bacon thing, as mad as it was, worked. I thought Drax and Mantis on Earth was precious. They were really, really funny, and those two have got fantastic chemistry, really good. I'm really glad to see that Drax was kind of put in the limelight a little bit more here, because he is such a great character, really is. Dave Bautista was born to play that part, I think, and I do think Pom Clementclef, whatever she's called, I can never pronounce her name, is brilliant as Mantis, and that relationship is just precious in the Guardians franchise. So yeah, I think it's fun. It's worth checking out. It's 40 minutes of your time, and if you're a fan of the Guardians, you're not going to be disappointed here. I really liked it, but I had a big smile on my face watching it. It was completely bonkers, but really lovely, really sweet, and a lot of fun to watch. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will be back, of course, with plenty more reviews, content, leading up to Christmas as well. There's going to be loads of top 10 lists of my favourite films of the year, the worst films of the year, my favourite games of the year, things like that, and obviously plenty of Christmas movies leading up to the holiday season as well. So thanks for watching, everybody.